Hi, I am Andy, and you are here in front of Float Milwaukee with me. I thought it would be good to have a video to kind of go over our new procedures due to coronavirus, as well as just give a video walkthrough for everyone out there who maybe is just interested in learning a little bit more before they come in. First things first, we ask that if you have any symptoms such as fever, persistent cough, loss of taste or smell, or anything else that could be a sign of coronavirus, that you stay home. Better safe than sorry. Also, if you've had any direct contact in the last 14 days with anyone who's been tested positive, we ask you that you stay home. Assuming you're feeling good and ready to float, we ask that when you come in, you bring a mask. We're going to require all customers and employees to wear masks while they're in the float center. The exception is when you're in your float room. Definitely you can take your mask off then, also while you're floating, of course. I'm going to take mine off now just so you can hear me a little better. When you arrive, we have parking right across the street. We have a dedicated parking lot with 5 spots. So park in there, or if for some reason that's full, there's free street parking all around us. There's another parking lot about a block south that we have 2 reserved spots in as well, and these all say Reserved Float Milwaukee on them. Then give us a call, 414-273-7258. We will let you know if we're ready for you to come in. We can't have anyone congregating or waiting inside the center. If we're ready for you, come on in. Walk up to the door here. We'll meet you at the door, let you in. We'll do just a really quick contactless forehead temperature check. Make sure that your temperature is below 99.5. If it's higher than that, we'll ask that you head home and just wait a little bit before you come back, just to be extra safe. And then we'll go in and kind of talk about what happens next. All right, now that we've entered the building, just note that we're going to try and socially distance as much as we can while inside. So we have removed some chairs to help with this. If you've come with someone who's a member of your household to float, then that's totally fine. But outside of that, employees, other customers will try and stay 6 feet apart as much as we can. First thing when you come in, if you have a coat, just to the left as you enter, we do have coat hooks, so you're welcome to hang up your hook there. Then we ask that you take off your shoes, put on some spa sandals. These spa sandals have been sanitized after every use, so they're completely clean and sanitary. It helps us control what's coming back into our float center. Socks are optional. You can leave them on, take them off, whatever you prefer. Then we will just ask you, if you haven't floated in a while, if it's your first time, for example, we'll make sure that you got all the information you needed from our website, our frequently asked questions, and this video. Anything you need a refresher on or want us to kind of go over, we'll do that from a safe distance. And then having let you in, that means your room is already ready, so we will take you back and get you started on your float as soon as possible. Here we are in one of our float pod rooms. So I just want to go through kind of the process if you haven't floated in a while or if it's your first time. We have some items that can be useful pre and during your float. Note, we will not be keeping all of these out for the time being, just again trying to limit how much things are touched. So we will ask you before your float what you need. Those items are makeup removing wipes, petroleum jelly pouch. If you have any cuts or sensitive areas, a thin layer of the petroleum jelly will help prevent the salt water from stinging while you're floating. And then we have earplugs, put just kind of in the outside of your ear and then spread out to prevent water from getting in your ears. We do highly recommend that you wear those, especially if you have any ear issues or if you tend to develop swimmer's ear. Those are reusable, so you're welcome to, they come in a little plastic pouch, you're welcome to take those with you, bring them your next time, or use them at home, however you'd like. We also have a hand towel and a bath towel there. The hand towel we recommend using after you shower, just to dry your face before you get in. If your face is wet, sometimes it's natural to want to touch it, and if you get any of the salt water in your eyes, that can really sting. There is a blue sort of ring halo device there. That is for resting your head. Sometimes people have a rough time sort of letting their head and neck relax in there. So by putting that behind, it'll help you to kind of relax without having to work so hard. First thing then, after you sort of have become acquainted a little bit with that, is to shower before getting in. We have body wash, shampoo, and conditioner on the wall over by the shower. The conditioner, we ask that you wait till after your float to use if you're going to use it, just so we don't get any conditioner in the pod. So make sure you shower and shampoo. Then dry your face with a hand towel as I suggested. Then you'll open the lid of the pod here. It just goes up like this. There's a handle inside. We recommend hanging the hand towel on that just so if you have an itch or something while you're floating, you can use that to do it to itch yourself as opposed to your salty hand. You'll lay on your back with your head facing the light. And then we have some buttons inside. So there's a music button and a light button. When you first get in, there'll be the blue light on and there'll be music playing like a spa music. Push the music button to control volume. It'll go low, medium, high, and then off. So you can kind of decide how you want it. Light, if you push it, the light will go off. If you push it again, it'll come on. So we always recommend trying light on, light off, music on, music off, especially if it's your first time. Just try to figure out what works best for you. There's also a two-way intercom button in the pod as well. So if you have a question, if you need to contact us out front, you can easily do that. The float will start automatically. So basically you'll hear a recording come on that just says like, welcome to your float. It'll talk for a couple minutes and then the music will start. You'll know the float's over when the recording comes back on to let you know that it's ending. Once that happens, the light will come back on if you have it off, and you'll have a couple minutes to sort of come back to the world, get your body moving again, and then step out before the filtration kicks on. When that kicks on, just note that's normal. It just will kind of sound and look like a hot tub. So while you're showering, you'll hear that behind you. Then you'll shower, make sure you get the salt water off, dry off, get dressed here in the room, and then come out to either the prep room or the lobby. All right, so here we are in one of our 2 float pool rooms. So these, as you can see, are open pools. They're a little bit larger than our pods. There's no cover. Just very similar float experience. These operate very similarly to the pods. The process is very similar as well. So we do have earplugs, makeup wipes, and petroleum jelly available by request. So we'll ask you that before your float, and we'll have it ready for you here on this bench if you need them. Same as a hand towel and bath towel. First thing you'll do when you come in is shower. We'll have body wash and shampoo there that you can use to get ready before your float. There's also conditioner, but please just use that after your float if you're going to use it. When you're all showered, we recommend just kind of patting your face with a hand towel to make sure it's dry before you get in, just to avoid having any wet spots that you might touch with your hands and get salty. Then step in the pool, lay back on your back. You'll note inside that there are 3 buttons. There's a white button, a black button, and a red button. The white button will control the light, so if you want complete darkness, push that and the pool light will go off. The black button will control the music, so there will be kind of a spa music playing. If you want that off, just push the black button, that'll turn off. Push it again if you want it on. The red button is a 2-way intercom button. If you have any questions or if you want the volume adjusted on the music, for example, push that and that'll contact us up front and we can adjust those things for you or answer any questions. Then you'll have your float. Just use that time to relax, kind of get comfortable, practice different arm positions, work on your breath if that'll help you to kind of relax. We also will have the blue halo in here, which is for your head. So if you have any neck pain or discomfort, just grab that, put it behind your head. It'll help you to sort of relax and relieve that tension. When your float's over, the light will automatically come back on if you have it off. The music will come back on automatically also if you have it off. And there'll be kind of like a doorbell bell sound that will let you know that it's ending. Once that dings, that means you have a couple minutes to sort of come back to the world, get your body moving again, and step out before the filtration kicks on. So once you do that, just make sure you shower again to get the salt water off your hair and your body, get dressed here in the room, and then come out to either the prep room or the lobby. All right, just a couple other notes here. Our prep room that we have for after floating, you'll see is cleared out of all the usual stuff we used to keep in there. Again, we're trying to limit things that are communal or would have been touched by multiple people. So if you need a hair dryer after your float, or you need some hair products or Q-tips or something, just let the attendant know and we'll make sure and grab that for you. That way we can monitor and immediately sanitize after use everything and make sure everything is as clean and ready as possible. We have 1 bathroom here. We have another bathroom just through this door to the right. We do ask that you use the bathroom right before you leave your home, but of course, if needed, they're both here for you as well. Just a note that we do have our waiting room closed. We can't have people congregating before their floats, etc., which is why we're having you come in kind of on a call basis. We did leave a few chairs here though, just in case, because we know that sometimes after a float, people need just like a minute or two to kind of process before they go into the world. So we do ask that you keep that to a minimum after your float, but we do want it there for safety and for comfort just in case. So after your float, if you do need that, please just come out to one of these chairs and just again try to socially distance as much as possible, and just take whatever time you need, but try and keep it as short as you can. And then when you're done, you'll just kind of head out and get your shoes and be on your way. All right, so just a couple other things to note. We do have a new waiver in place to avoid touching iPads when you arrive. So you will get a link to that via email with your appointment reminder. So we just ask that when you arrive, while you're in your car, if you haven't already filled that out, click that link and fill out that waiver. Also, just a note, we have adjusted our float time slightly just to minimize the amount of customers that start their floats at the same time. So just be aware of that as you're scheduling. We now have an extra half hour in between each of our floats. This allows for additional cleaning procedures as well. We're also limiting our floats to an hour for the time being. When you're all done, just head on down. We'll have a sanitizer by the door, so you can use that on your way out if you'd prefer. Make sure you put your used sandals into the used sandal basket so we can get those cleaned and sanitized for the next customer. Grab all your belongings and head back out to the real world. We hope you enjoyed your float. Any feedback, please let us know. We always love to hear from our customers. Thank you.